What is up guys? The chances are, if you are watching this video, you are same as me. You're questioning whether this grounding kit is actually going to do any help. So a lot of the times when we talk about these grounding kits, it relates with being a big riser, that does nothing, it makes engine bay messy and ugly and stuff like that. Don't worry, I was the same. I was believing that grounding kit is actually help nothing unless your factory ground are absolutely corroded, does nothing, then it might help. But then you actually buying something to fix a problem, but really by fixing your factory grounding kit you don't need this, right? You don't need to buy additional grounding kit to help the existing problem. But you know what, I was actually wrong, because I was digging through the internet the other day and then I found there's a grounding kit for the V35, and then I click into it and I had a good look, and guess what guys, this is actually a factory grounding kit from Nissan. This grounding kit was offered as a optional part when you first buy this car brand new from the Nissan dealership. I was like, if the grounding kit actually does nothing or does more harm than good, why would Nissan offer a factory optional grounding kit for you? It doesn't make sense, right? Exactly. So I was digging through Japanese auction and I found one. Surprisingly, they are super rare and most people don't really know about this optional part, even Japanese people. So I got it shipped all the way to New Zealand and there it is. It's somewhat installed on my car, but it's not 100% route like how the factory was or how the factory one looks. And the more I dig into this, I found that this grounding kit was offered to the V35 Skyline, coupe and sedan, which refers to the G35 in the US, coupe and sedan, 350Z, which in the right hand drive country is Z33, and the Nissan Stagea, which only I believe the right hand country got the Nissan Stagea. I will show you guys a screenshot of the actual optional part from Nissan. Nissan first of all said this is a full grounding system. By connecting the battery with the body, the chassis, it improves the voltage of like each sensors, the stabilization of the voltage for each sensor on your engine. It stabilizes, more stable, which in another word, you know, when you have your car running, your sensor, the voltage is going up and down and fluctuate sometimes. So basically this grounding kit, it's helping to improve the fluctuation between the sensors, to improve the overall the reading. You know, when your sensor reads more correctly because it's getting better voltage, your engine runs better, runs healthier. So this is basically the theory behind the grounding kit and why Nissan made this optional grounding kit for the G35 and 350Z. And Nissan also specifically said when they designing this grounding kit, they took into consideration that they wanted to make the engine bay stay like how a OEM engine bay should look like. So they try to keep it neat and tidy. So they weren't using crazy colors, they weren't using purple, red. They chosen a very subtle golden color, which is, I love it. Now Nissan claimed this, right? What I personally noticed is that when I start up the car starts up so much faster. I feel like it's got so much more voltage or power in my battery, that my battery is healthier. I don't know if you guys mean, like if you have an old and tired battery, car kind of cranks slow, but with this grounding kit my car cranks faster and then it starts up like faster as well. And also another thing I noticed is actually like when I run really hard on the hill, like when I take in corner really fast and when there's a bump, my headlight actually will blink or went out for like a split second. And I think it's a connection issue or grounding issue. Well, it's not an issue because all my grounding are perfectly fine, like are spotless. But why would I have this problem? I don't know. But since the grounding kit is installed, I've never had that problem ever again. So for the people who say the grounding kit doesn't do anything, okay, it does. it helps. Is it gonna give you 10 more horsepower, 5 more horsepower? No, it won't. But it'll help your sensors and everything to maybe last longer. Without further ado, I'm gonna tidy up this grounding kit because I'm wanting those wires to run underneath the airbox. And trust me guys, I was spending days trying to find how to install this grounding kit because there was no information anywhere across the internet. I even tried to use Japanese to search, but came up with only one post, and it's not detailed enough to show which terminal goes where. So I need to give this guy a huge shout out because he got the GT as well, 350 GT, the V35. I think he's in the UK, and then he took photos of the grounding kit and how it's routed and wired. He went through the trouble and then showed me everything. So I'll chuck his Instagram right here, so give him a follow, he deserves it. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna tidy this up and I'm gonna get back to you guys. Alright guys, so pretty much this is how it's looking after I tidy it up. Basically you have these joints, so you will have 3 in total. One will be going onto your timing cover, which you would need to remove this factory grounding to this location, and the other one is going to that point, and the last one is right there. That's right. So these 3 are split ones, and then you will have 2 loose ends. So one side will go all the way to right here, which I think these are maybe your headlight harness or something. And then on this side, same, I've run it underneath the airbox, which the factory one run on top. I just think it looks a bit cleaner running from underneath. So same right here, running to this grounding point. And then you will have a extra wire, so that one is running to this bracket right here, and then I tucked it behind, and then running behind, underneath the airbox, and then up through here into the battery, and then I just connected to the grounding location, the factory one. So basically this runs a whole loop connecting the battery to the engine and then to the body. And yeah, zip tied it together. I think this way it looks the cleanest. And then if I pop just the loom cover back on, it almost look just like the factory one. And then only those bits showing, it's got a grounding kit, and then that way it looks tidy and clean. And now pretty much coming back to the question, does grounding kit help? Yes, 100%. Is it worth it? Depends how much you pay. If you pay over $100, maybe not. Most grounding kit are running about $30–50 maybe. Then it's worth it. And I would recommend you ditching a lot of the extra wires, go with the factory setup. This is how the factory runs, OEM stuff. This is how you run your optional grounding kit or additional grounding kit on your G35 350Z. And also, let me know if you guys want me to make a video on all the factory optional parts that this car and the 350Z was offered, because I found some really interesting stuff that I haven't seen people talk about before. Leave a like, leave your questions, whatever, down in the comment section below. I'm happy to help you out. And yeah, basically that'll be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.